Hi, this is Ayana from Lakshmi's Cupboard, and we are an online hair care store. We carry Ayurvedic herbs and other products that specialize in hair care for people with curly, wavy, or kinky hair. So today's video is going to be on how to make a Henna-Indigo paste if you're trying to dye your hair a dark brown or cover gray. That's what I'm trying to do, is cover gray. I've got 3 gray hairs. I've got one here, one on the side, and one on this side, and every time I see them I just think old person in my head, so I need to kill that obsessive voice, so I'm going to cover them today. So, and let me just set my timer because I want to try and keep this at about 5 minutes. Okay. Alright, so what I'm going to use today, this is Karishma Herbal Henna, and I just have it in a resealable pouch for my purposes because I just don't use a lot at one time. But this is how the package actually comes. So this is an herbal henna that is a blend of shikakai, aretha, Bhringraj, and Amla, as well as henna. And then this is the actually indigo that I'm going to use. This is 4 ounces. And I'm actually going to add even more amla because the amla helps mute the red tone in the henna. And so for me, I do it in one step. If you want a jet dark black, and especially if your hair maybe is even lighter than mine, then you would probably want to do a 2-step application, which is an application first with the henna paste, followed with an application of the indigo paste. And that way, the indigo clings to the henna, the earlier henna application. For me, I can, especially this is winter time where I live in the United States, and it's not super sunny out. People are wearing hats, so I'm not, it's only in really bright sunlight that you might see a little bit of auburn tones in my hair. So, and I can live with that. In the summertime, maybe I'll do a 2-step application. So for me, even though my hair, I co-washed it with Nourish Spa conditioner, so it's still wet, but even though it's shrunk because of it is wet, it's when stretched out, I don't mean blown out, but like when the curls are stretched out in a twist out style, it's about shoulder length. But for me, I also don't need a lot of paste. My hair will do good with about 60 grams or so of Ayurvedic powders altogether. Alright, so let's start with, let's see, I'm going to start with the indigo, and I'm going to do mine by measurement, just because I find it easier to do it in grams that way. So I'm just going to zero out my scale and change this to grams. There we go. Okay. Alright, so now I can just see the contents, the gram measurements of the contents. Okay. So, the indigo, this is the indigo, and this is a stainless steel bowl. So I'm going to start with about 40 grams of indigo. Like so. This is 40 grams. Okay. Seal this. And then I'll add the henna. And this one I actually had heat sealed. So I'm just going to tear off the top. And open it. See, and I'll put maybe about, let's see, maybe like 15 grams. That's about it, that's 15 right there. And that's what that looks like. Okay, and going to add about 10 grams of that. Yeah, that's exactly there. Well, I've got 66 grams altogether, so that'll work for me. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of blend these together, all of them. And now I'm going to add my moisturizing ingredient.
So I've compressed this part of the video just to make sure that the video does not turn out too long, but you'll see me add some yogurt, and I like to add a full-fat yogurt, not low-fat. My hair really does like fat. The fat makes for a more moisturizing paste. And I was emptying out the end of one container and adding from a new one, so a little bit more got in the paste than I would have liked, but 6 ounces for this amount of Henna-Indigo and Amla combination would be good. And then I tried to add some Vatika oil, but I had some technical difficulties, so the next thing that I wound up adding was the vegetable glycerine, which is a humectant, so it adds moisture to the hair, and it also gives your hair a little additional shine as well. And so I added a generous amount of the vegetable glycerine, and then I was able to fully open the Vatika oil container. What happens is with Vatika oil, if the temperature is too low, it will solidify, and so the way I address it is that I just immerse it in some warm water for a couple of minutes, and then it liquefies. So you could also put it in the microwave for a few minutes if that's what you would prefer. And so I added a generous amount of the Vatika oil, and then you didn't see me add it here, but you can see it in the picture, is that I also added some Bhringraj oil, because for me the smell of indigo is very strong, and it's a little bit much for me to take. So you can add any other essential oil that you might prefer, but for me, I figure why not get the added benefits that come with Bhringraj, because it strengthens your roots, and it promotes the growth of your hair. So I added that so that because it's fragrant, it has a nice perfume scent. So I added that, and then you see me blend it all together, because it should, the end result is that it should look like a very shiny green yogurt. Not appealing if you were thinking about eating it, but very like it should have shine from the oil ingredients, the moisturizing ingredients, but it should look like a shiny yogurt.
So it just should look like a really oily green yogurty paste. And now I think I'm really over, like maybe 7 minutes, but that's well blended. And there you have it. So I'm going to apply this to my hair, leave it on for probably about an hour, and then I will co-wash it out, which will take for me at least 2 co-washes to really get the paste out. And then I'll do the rest of my hair, which is, you know, for me, I always need another, I need a keratin step, so I'll do my keratin application, and then I'll put in all my leave-ins and do a twist out. So thank you for watching, and see you here again. Thank you.